Let's talk about cybersecurity risks on social media today. First, you should all know what is cybersecurity means. The security, what you expect when you're using any computing device, about your privacy, about your data, about your device. That was this means cybersecurity. Let's talk about major security issue. There are many kind of issue about cybersecurity, sharing password. You should not share password with each other, physical harm. But we are talking for social media. What are major issue of security in social media? First is social engineering. This is the term you often come onto when you are learning about security issue. Yeah, social engineering means to manipulate, to influence your subconscious mind, to make you act upon disclosing your information. Malware, it is a common type of attack you see very often, but nowadays it is very hard for malware attack because there are many antivirus. We cannot say it all. Antivirus includes all protection for all malware, but majority of it, if you are install antivirus in your software, you should get rid of it. Then come phishing. Phishing means to create a fake persona and make you disclose your information to them in online. Okay, fake account, and this is most common. If you are using any social media, you can get majority of fake account. You cannot separate genuine from fake quite often. If you are new to social media, there are many cases of victimization using the fake account. Cyberbullying, it is getting worse day by day. Cyberbullying, you know there are many news where influencers died because of bullying, because online bullying, that is major issue. And information disclosure means disclosing the information in internet by any third party or by mistake. It have a heavy impact on any organization, I think. That is any organization or any company. Let's talk about social engineering briefly. Social engineering is the art of manipulating, influencing, and deceiving you in order to gain control over your computer system. It is a psychological warfare. The hacker plays with you to make you give their access to them. Hacker might use phone, email, snail mail, or direct contact to get any illegal access. Phishing is where phishing, SEO fraud are the early example of social engineering. Social engineering is a broad topic because hacker or any person that want to manipulate you to give their access first will manipulate your mind, how you think, how they can influence you to make you believe, to give them their information for a brief amount of time. That brief amount of time is sufficient for them to get the access to your remote computer or remote anything devices you are connected with, and they still all kind of thing. They can change your system, they can do anything. Now, how can you know that this is example of social engineering? You have been victim of social engineering. First, your friend sends you a strange message that it's, oh guy, look at this link, this, click the link, this is the best link for this website. You should be suspicious of that, because automated sending of message to a contact list is common occurrence when your account get hacked. Request is urgent. That is there when you are opening a browser. You are going to torrent for downloading some sort of thing. Often you are redirected to this sort of page. You're you feel like you are being unique. It's like you are receiving help for you didn't ask for. That is in pop-up. You get the lottery. A sender can prove their identity. These are early forms of engineering attack, you know. And here you also see many of social engineering. What is scareware, email hacking, access delegating, phishing, DNS snooping, baiting, physical breaches, pretexting, watering hole attack, and quid pro quo. No, this is common type of attack. You mostly come upon. Okay, malware. What is malware? Malware is a file or code typically delivered over a network that infects, explores, steals, or conducts virtually any behavior an attacker wants. Common source of malware are email settlements, malicious voice tutorials, and a CR network. What is malware? Malware. How can you say what is malware? Malware is simply what? It's a piece of code that attacker install in your system to get access to any information about your system in your information stored in your system. Yeah, pony malware targets the Windows machine. It is the example of the malware and collect the information of a system and the users connected to it. There are different types of malware. Let's get virus and malware are different things. Virus self-replicates in the computer system once still. It is the type of malware. Adware. What is adware? There was a many problem in Windows XP. You know, when you are in opening a browser, there comes the pop-up window for the ad. When you quit, then another pop-up window comes. That is also malware. Attackers are gaining control of your computer and displaying the different pop-up window for the advertisement. Rootkit. What is a rootkit? It is also malware that gives access to your root access to your computer. When you gain the root access to your computer, you can change almost anything in the computer. About system setting, about your information, they can watch your information. Spyware. It is common for spyware to exist. What is spyware? Spyware simply means that they can spy. They install any sort of code in your computer and they spy your activities. Whenever you do something, they get notification, they get access, they get full data of what you are doing, how much time you have in access to that file. It is done instantly. That means without knowing your user. Ransomware. When hacker get access to your computer or access to your device, they take steal the most of credential and explicit picture if any. they try to ransom you, or if you do not pay this much amount of money, I'm going to upload into this website. I'm going to make it public. For public persona, you agreed to give them the certain amount of money. That's how they play with the psychology to make you give them money for not disclosing that information about you. Trojan horse. This is also a type of malware, common form of malware that was introduced pretty early, I think. Remote access. This is also the same, similar. That is gaining a remotely access to your computer when you are network. They can manipulate anything you have done, or they can watch what you have done. Worms is also kind of a virus. Infectious keylogger. It is also any kind of program that keeps track of you what you are doing through a keyboard. Yeah, and then they get access to your when you write your password. It is not usually displayed in the screen, but when you get a keylogger, they can watch what your password is by watching the moment in the key. Okay, phishing. Phishing is the form of social engineering. I think I have told you that social engineering is a broad topic. It is manipulation of psychology. Phishing is also one type of social engineering where they are trying to manipulate you to give you their information. Attacker pretends to be a trusted entity and dupes you into the opening a certain email, text message, and give them information for the verification of your identity. You know, look at it. What is there? Attacker signs victim email. Victims click to the. They make. What does attacker do? They make that email and website exactly the same copy as it original has, so the victim believes that it is the real form given by the real entity. Victims open the fraudulent website looks same as the original one. They type your information, and what they do, attacker collect this credential, and attacker lost the balance. When you lost the credential, attacker manipulate your uses your credential to buy something or transfer it to the other account. Yeah, this is the problem. But here is the problem: you do not know immediately you have given that information to the attacker, because what they also do is when you write in a fake website, they redirect to the identical website. Redirect, and then you logged in. You don't know. And when you get your credit card, misuse of credit card, you have spent all the money in your credit card from the bank. Oh, you know, you're actually, oh, that's my mistake. Okay, cyberbullying is common type of occurrence nowadays with the gaining fame of the TikTok, and many people wanted to be a young influencer. Cyberbullying includes the sending, posting, or sharing negative, harmful, or verbal mean context about someone else. This is mainly targeted to the audience who have more fan base. Yeah, sending mean text to someone, pranking to the someone called, spreading secrets or rumor about the people in the online, yeah, pretending to be someone else in the it is quite easy to do because social media are not secure enough nowadays. Yeah, when you look, scroll down to the in yeah, you see more fake news than what it actually is. Information disclosure is also known as information leakage is when website usually reveals sensitive information to its user. Depending on the context, website may leak all kind of information to a potential attacker, including data about the user, such as username or financial information. It is also a pretty big problem when you're running big company. Yeah, such as look, sometimes there in any company that runs the big website for doing online activities that have big online activities program, there are many people work on their company in the private IP, that is in their private network, and for customer or for public there is another IP, another network where they share information, where they make user available information. Sometimes when their private IP mistakenly is changed into the public IP, what is happens then? Attacker may use that information about your internal structure, how they work, and get again access to your main network system. Look, in this example, what is that? Mostly in any website, when debug debug part of network is never offered to the public. They are only for the developer purpose. When attacker get that information, they can inference many things to get access to your main system. For now, today, this was only like in this.